Hey, how's it going? Just did that. How's it going? Yeah, I've been really busy, sorry. How you been doing, Crafty? How's your streaming going? Give me a second.
Hello.
Hey, all of y'all hitting me at once. Wow. Give me a second. Setting up my tags. Because they're out of date. Way out of date. How's everybody doing? That should work. Going good, going good. Alright. You got any clips up yet, Crafty? I'm like redoing all my clips anyway. I've been like resetting everything and just kind of thinking about what I'm doing streaming wise, and yeah, I've been like busy trying to figure out what I want to do. Oh yeah, they made affiliation like really easy now. Like really easy. I think Y2A can like contest to that. Hey Chess, how's it going? I am so sleepy. Oh, weird. Weird. I'm sleepy. Where? Hey, how's it going, Mr. Kitsune? How's it going? Are you guys actually showing up on my storyboard? Why aren't you showing up on my chat box? But that's okay. But how's it going, Mr. Kitsune? Some days TikTok ends up on my chat box, and some days it doesn't. It seems like the Department of Catastrophe is attacking my freaking chat box, too. Whatever. How's it going? That's about normal for my life. There we are. Alright, I got everything up. Cool. So I got this like new little feature, part of this little challenge I'm working on. So I don't know if you guys have been following some of my videos that I've been doing on YouTube. So I got this like new little thing I'm doing with this challenge. It's very unique how I introduced this thing. But if I don't talk to NPCs, piece of my gear is supposed to disappear. So, you know, so I figured I'd randomize it by like doing something weird like this. So y'all in a sec. It's like I spin this wheel and whatever piece of gear, because I failed to like talk to an NPC or something like that. The green little markers over their head. Yeah, piece of gear. You can blame La Habrea. He's part of the Department of Catastrophe. So anyway. See. But, you know, it's like, let me put that in a way y'all can read that. Maybe. So y'all can read it. I'm doing like 2 separate playthroughs. One for my stupid comedy act, and then one for you guys. Yeah, it's cool. So, I think in the description it describes, well, TikTok doesn't have the description, so let me read that off real quick. Descriptions. What can I say? Why is that private? Why is that private? It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be public. Nobody on YouTube can watch if I make it private. Anyway, so essentially, it's limited no HUD, so limited out in the real world. No HUD in dungeons. Exception will be deep dungeons, but I'm not even there yet. So solo play, entire adventure solo, no party finder, no trust, no companions, except during Crystal Tower raid, because that's mandatory. You must enter with others, game requirement. HUD remains off during these runs, no voice chat or coordination, rely purely on situational awareness. Market and economy, no buying from the market board. Selling is allowed, because that is an adventure-y type thing. You are an adventure, profit is earned from what you gather or craft. Vendors may only be used when an item cannot be obtained through crafting, gathering, or drops. Completionist discipline. All side quests, class quests, and local objectives must be completed before leaving a region. No skipping side stories, fates, or discoveries. You do not outlevel the world. You master each area before moving on. Professions and self-sufficiency. All combat and profession classes will be learned. Goal, full independence, no vendor reliance for consumable gear. Food and potions crafted or gathered only. Repairs, perform personally once the skill allows it. Gear and equipment. Gear may only come from crafting dungeons. No vendor gear. It has to be imploded upon receipt or not accepted at all. Gear required for guild progression. For started gear, and then after I can make it, it must implode. Let me see. Dungeon immersion. All dungeons are played with HUD off. You navigate by sight and sound. No minimap, no indicators. So, yeah, that kind of thing. Loot rolls are allowed, but the interface should remain hidden as much as possible during the fight. Deep dungeons. Limited HUD. Allowed for... Yeah. There we go. That kind of stuff. This is getting expensive. Used to get it for 50 or 7, or we could just get a rock and head to the bad side. Yeah. I'll just get through that. But yeah, I gotta talk to these guys. There we go. Let me move that up the hill. Can you guys read that okay? I'll read it out loud if y'all want. Here. Give a man a bloody fright sneaking up on me like that. Duly come to Gridania, are you? Then I suggest you continue on your merry way to the Carlin Canopy, just behind me. Mother Miqo'te will want a word with you. I would move the dialogue box from main story, but it won't let me, so whatever. Capucine, I don't know how to say your name. That is a weird name. I don't believe I've seen your face before. New to Gridania, I take it. Then you're required to register at the Carlin Canopy. Don't let me catch you strolling about until you've done so. So, this is what happens when I try to... Yeah. Halt! Unregistered outsiders are not permitted beyond this point. If you wish to remain in our city, you must obey our rules and proceed to the Carlin Canopy at once. Yep. This is my solo challenge character. I do have a second file, but that's for my comedy skits. The wood, it's watching, you know? It is. That's bad. Part of the challenge, it's part of the Department of Catastrophe that La Habrea is being mean to me. So basically, Heidelin sucked me in from another world, and La Habrea tried to stop my thing at 12%. He said, nope, limited HUD or no HUD. You know who Mother Miqo'te is, sister. You do well to take her advice to heart. And he says one of the conditions is I gotta talk to all NPCs that have a green thingy over their head. There's some that say she's overbearing, but without her, we adventurers wouldn't be able to get by here in the Black Shelf. I myself owe her much and more. What's the rock for? Super Jack. Just curious, what's the rock for? Far always treats me like a child. It fair drives me up the wall. Well, you are tiny like a child. It's not your fault you'll never grow. My mama never listens to me. I've told her countless times not to venture outside without her parents' permission, yet she never bothers to ask them. My mama. Why do you call it my mama? You guys just run out of names or something. Allow me to assist you, good sir. I need to be back in Limsa by sundown. Well, yeah. Welcome to Airship Landing. Basically, system deny. You're not allowed to leave. Per La Habrea's orders. Not even Limsa? Nope. System denied. And you don't have access to go to the gold saucer. No gambling allowed. Okay, good. Bye. Where in the seven hells is that woman? See, that's the question of the hour? There's never any telling where a woman's at any given moment of the day. We're just where we are. Gridania can be such a bore sometimes. All the people talk about is trees and elementals. Well, you are in Gridania, that's true. Perhaps I should try my fortune in a city with a touch more excitement. They say the streets of Ulda are paved with gold, and the pirates of Lomenza will slit your throat as soon as they look at you. Oh, goody, we got another thankred in town. Bland cuisine apart, I've begun to grow fond of the city and its people. The women especially, I would not have believed the Black Shroud concealed such grace and beauty. And then we've got a guy that never stops eating. Crunch. Crunch. Shouldn't you be speaking with? Crunch. Mother me on. All he does is crunch, crunch, crunch. At least feed the poor with that food, man. They say the 7th Umbral era is corrupting the wildlife in the woods, making the beast stronger, more aggressive. I look forward to meeting them. At least one guy sounds like he might be an adventurer. Oh, there we go. TikTok's chat is finally appearing on the chat box. Thank God. Probably shopping. Well, I don't shop. I'm usually driving people around, which in like 2 hours I got to do that. I got to go in a minute so they don't steal my car. It wouldn't be so much stealing as they're reappropriating it because I failed to pay for it. Like, I thought a remote town like this would be the perfect place to turn a profit. No, dude, you're not in Ulda. But it seems that no matter where you go, success is invariably achieved through the usual combination of labor and luck. Harold? New in town, eh? Unfortunately, I was teleported here, and I'm not allowed to leave. La Habrea won't let me go home. Such a bastard. You and me, we must be fond of the road indeed to brave the journey to this godforsaken city. Nah, I didn't have a choice. What's this you and me stuff? Ah, new adventure. I do so love meeting fledgling heroes. So young, so daring, so ambitious. Tell me, have you made a will? No, La Habrea didn't give me one. Actually, he's set to die as quickly as possible, but, you know. As one of the smiths, I provide guidance for those just starting out on the path of adventure. For the present, I suggest you learn your way around the city, an endeavor with which Mother Mion shall no doubt wish to aid you. The number of visitors in Gridania is on the rise with every passing day. A pity that their arrival seems to bring an equal share of trouble. Like this woman. She's self-entitled Karen. We see. I care not one whit for your rules. I demand a room. Yeah, no. I can't get a room either, so. I think I found us the perfect job. Don't tell me squirrels again. So apparently squirrels are on the menu. Another adventure in search of work, are we? Ah, if you have but recently arrived in town, I must insist that you first register your presence with me on. I'm so sleepy. Give me a minute, I'll be right back. The silence between worlds. The silence worked almost too well. Heidelin's presence flickered, confused. As if the universe had suddenly gone off script. Elidibus watched the Miqo'te's breath steady. The mark on her brow dimming from holy radiance to something closer to occupied. He took this as success. La Habrea would call it misconduct. Either way, the moment passed, and with it came a fragile stillness that smelled faintly of salt, lamp oil, and divine paperwork catching fire somewhere in heaven. He lingered longer than he should have. Fascinated not by her beauty, but by the I'll just have to read this out loud because I've cut out the text box for my comedy skit because I'm overwriting it, so I'll just read it out loud. Well, what do we have here? A wide-eyed and wondering young adventurer come to put your name down at the guild, I assume. Welcome, Mion's my name, and Mother Mion is most call me, and the Carlin Canopy is my place. As the head of the Adventurers Guild in Gridania, I have the honor of providing guidance to the fledgling heroes who pass through our gates. No matter your ambitions, the guild is here to help you attain them. In return, we expect you to fulfill your duties as an adventurer by assisting the people of Gridania. Yeah, La Habrea already mentioned that. To an outsider's eye, all may seem well with our nation, but naught could be further from the truth. The people live in a state of constant apprehension. It's called digital updates. The Ixtal and various gangs of common bandits provide an unending supply of trouble compounded by the ever-present threat of the Garlean Empire to the north, and that is to say, nothing of the Calamity. I don't know nothing about the Calamity, lady. I was teleported in by VR assistance. Even now, the woods have barely begun to heal. Ah, but I speak of it as if you were there. Nope, I wasn't. Forgive me, 5 years passed. That's in the past. We're not here for a history lesson. Scarcely a square mile of the 12's wood was spared to devastation. I'm sorry. That's why you'd go replant stuff. Go make some more trees. I'm well aware of how the improbable that must sound to an outsider. It is improbable, but it's also true. For reasons we can't explain, the facts surrounding the Calamity are shrouded in mystery, but you guys were there. You guys were fighting that war. I know you were. They have a whole cinematic cutscene about it. Yet amidst the hazy recollections and conflicting accounts, I'll agree on one thing, that Eorzea was saved from a certain doom by a band of valiant adventurers. Whatever else we've misremembered, none of us have forgotten the heroes. So collective amnesia. Wow. And whenever we try to call their faces to mind, we see naught but silhouettes amidst a blinding glare. That means all of y'all need a eye doctor. That's it. Thus have these adventurers come to be known as the Warriors of Light. I don't want to be one. Pray do not feel daunted by the deeds of legends. We do not ask that you become another Warrior of Light, only that you do what you can to assist the people of Gridania. Great or small, every contribution counts. I trust you will play your part. All that's left then is to conclude the business of registration. Here's a quiz. Call your name right there. Oh, and I would appreciate it if you used your real name. But I don't want to use my real name. Very well. From this moment forward, you are registered adventurer of Gridania. Yay! Nod. Look at what just arrived. Another damn adventurer. Well, screw you too. You know, I swear, Gridania is like the rudest place ever. But in the original 1.0, it was Limsa that was pretty bad. Now they're one of the friendlier ones. Of course not, lest you forget it is my sworn duty to uphold the peace, and I'm to blame if outsiders bring mistrust upon themselves. No, it's not my fault. Hey, Dusk, how's it going? You adventurer, mind that you do not cause any trouble here, or I shall personally cast you out of this realm and into the seventh hell. Please do. That means I can go home, right? Yeah, I haven't been around lately, though. I'm gonna start streaming once or twice a week. I won't be doing it every day like I have been. Tuesdays are definitely on the schedule. I'm thinking about Thursdays as well. How's work been? Yep. I've also been like updating my my YouTube and stuff. So oh, I must be getting you confused with Dragon Edge. He's the one that's working at Walmart overnight. Yeah, I still don't have a job. If it wasn't for Lyft and Uber, I swear I'd be screwed. So yeah. So now I'm just doing this solo challenge thing. I wish the mandatory like quest box can be moved up. Alright. Close to home! I don't want to stay home! Let us begin at the beginning, shall we? Now that you are a formal member of the Adventurers Guild, we must be sure you have a firm grasp of the fundamentals of adventuring. To that end, I have 3 tasks. Go to the Aetheryte. Okay. Then go to the market, then go to the Lancers Guild, and then you're good. Yeah, go to the Markers Guild. I don't want to talk to you no more. Bah! You're boring. Was she here before? Welcome to the Carline Academy. Should you need help with anything, please don't hesitate to ask. What do you do here? Whatever needs doing, really, though I spend most of my time serving or welcome visitors to the Adventurers Guild. I first stumbled into the Carline Academy after the Calamity, having lost my family, my livelihood, and the will to carry on. Sounds like you need some counseling. There were times when my grief was so crippling I could barely speak. You seem to be speaking fine now. But Mother Mion gave me a purpose and a place to heal, and here I've stayed. Why is it called the Carline Canopy? I once asked Mion the very same question. She told me she simply liked the flower. The look in her eyes when she said it, though, well, I suppose we'll all have our secrets. And they all say the same thing. He's the guy that says, do you have a will? That guy is still freaking eating chocobo bridles. It's watching, you know? Yeah, okay, cool. Now I gotta try to navigate this place without a freaking mini-map. Okay, cool. A good adventurer is hard to find. Bernadette is searching for adventurers eager to prove their mettle. You sound like the same guard that's outside the city. You guys like twins or something? Newly come to Gridania, are you in search of fame and fortune perhaps? No, I'm not. If you have confidence in your abilities, I urge you to speak with Chance Loop of the God's Quiver. You can find him standing vigil before the Archers Guild. The creatures of the 12wood have been behaving most unnaturally of late, and it has fallen to the God's Quiver to pacify them, as they are sorely undermanned. For this reason, they seek able adventurers to supplement their ranks. I am certain that your offer of aid would be well received. What do you do? The Moonkeeper will prove to be an invaluable resource as to the Moogle treasure trove. Pour over its contents to find the best ways to get your hands on irregular tombstones, then use that knowledge to fill your bags. Once the weight of your tombstones become too much to bear, bring them to me, and I'll give you all sorts of rare and remarkable items. Like what? Oh, that's the Moogle stuff. Okay. Which, I think he's a vendor, so, yeah, obsolete. The Elder Sister has placed great store in your adventures. I pray that you will reward her faith by reaching out to aid the people of Gridania. Greetings, adventurer. I've been assigned this post to answer any queries citizens may have regarding ethereal travel. Oh, God. I'm gonna listen to you. What is ethereal travel? Before one might understand ethereal travel, one must first understand the substance that makes it possible. Ether! What is ether, you ask? I don't know. Why, only the source of all being. Is ether like blood for humans? Though it cannot be seen, it is everywhere, should I say. It is everything. Ether flows around us and within us, and with that we would cease to exist. When we die, it is believed that the shock separates our spirits from our corporeal forms. Our bodies are then broken down and are absorbed back into the ethereal revel, while the soul is left to journey to its final destination in the afterlife. Some call this returning to the life stream. However, our ancestors discovered ways in which, through meditation and focus of spiritual energies, one can reduce her body to ether without losing the grip on her soul, in turning, allowing for travel upon the life stream. These methods have been given the names return and teleport. To travel through the Immersive, you will often come across large floating deposits of crystalline substance known as etherite. The one before us here is a fine example. It is said that etherite is a solid manifestation of the planet's lifeblood ether, and that by touching it, the ether which makes up our bodies resonates with that contained in the crystal. This is called attunement. Like playing music? Normally, when one's body is reduced to ether, it will naturally gravitate to the location with which it resonates the greatest, or one's home point. This is why upon losing consciousness in battle, many wake to find themselves back at an etherite. In other words, etherites act as a lodestone, kind of like Log Horizon, assuring that the body in its ethereal form is not lost to the pull of the greater flow. Because the signatures of past attunements are maintained within our bodies, it is possible, with some spiritual training of course, to ignore the pull back to the strongest resonation and travel to another beacon. Many refer to this as teleportation. What is even more amazing is that when teleporting, we can carry those with the... Well, I'm learning science. I don't like science. I failed science. With whom we have created a bond such as an adventuring party, assuming that they have previously attuned with the destination of etherite. What is the difference between return and teleport? One is, I get to go home. Teleport means, there's no telling. It's your Star Trek. No, I'm kidding. As return merely involves allowing the body to be drawn back to the strongest ethereal beacon, one's home point is fairly easy to execute and requires very little spiritual exertion. Usually a few moments of rest is all that is needed before it is safe to attempt another jump. Teleportation, on the other hand, comes with a greater price. A great deal of spiritual energy known as anima is required to fight the natural flow of the life stream and guide one's body and soul to a comparatively weak ethereal beacon. One's body lacks sufficient anima. Teleporting to a location may prove impossible. Luckily for most of us, anima is restored quickly and should not prohibit regular travel. And why, you ask, must we pay gil when using teleport? Well, after the calamity, many of the existing aetheryte camps were destroyed. To relocate and rebuild them required a large sum of money, much of which was lent by certain men of business from Ulda. You're talking about Lolorito, aren't you? The gil you pay when either leaving from or arriving at an aetheryte goes to paying off that debt. You'll be in debt forever then. Knowing Lolorito, you just sold out your soul. Don't have to talk to blue people, just green people. How's everybody doing today? Greetings, adventurer. I see you're faithfully following Mother Mion's instructions. Why, hello there. Allow me to offer you a bit of instructions. How about we not? That there is the aetheryte. Return and teleport. Any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune herself to each one. Truly few things in this world are so useful to an intrepid explorer. But you need not locate them all at once before rushing out into the wilds. I suggest you start with the aetherites found here in Gridania. Should you wish to learn more about the aetherite or transportation magic, I'm here to answer your questions. But I just talked to you. You already told me everything I needed to know. You know, do people got nothing to do except that? Why? Why? Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the forest nation of Gridania. Do you seek greater intimacy with the elements? If so, it would be my pleasure to assist you. Oh dear. Among the ranks of conjurers, there are those who possess the ability to commune with the elements. These individuals are known as hearers, and I'm one of their number. With my gift of hearing... Man, I had to make this challenge for myself. Hey, Adrian, how's it going? I made a challenge to talk to every NPC in your freaking game or one of my pieces of gear implodes, so... That's very daunting. But whatever. Okay. It's part of forcing myself to learn the game lore. How's it going, Adrian? Such is the part I play in ensuring that harmony ever reigns in Tallswood. Now, on my video playthrough file, I'm doing comedy skits to all of this. Like, I'm actually rewriting it all. That's why you don't see the bottom text. I kind of pushed it out. Okay. The elementals are the eternal guardians of the Tallswood. Since time immemorial, they have watched over the forest and all life within, ensuring that the balance of nature... Man, these guys talk boring. That's why I'm doing my own skits. By an ancient covenant, man was permitted to reside in the Tallswood. Thus was the nation of Gridania born some 5 centuries ago. Alas, the elementals were gravely weakened during the calamitous events that ushered in the 7th Umbral era. Mere mortals, though we be, it now falls to us to protect the forest within body, mind, and spirit. Oh, now we're Buddhas. What must I do? Though our trials and tribulations be endless, never must we allow ourselves to become lost to hope. For as the elder sits here teaches, ever do the elementals watch over us. So long as we trust to them and each do our part, all shall be well. And in my case, it's La Habrea. It's his fault. It's all his fault. Okay, can't do you yet. At least I talked to you. No gear implosions. Let's see, who else is there to talk to? Those are some right fine birds. Yeah, they are. So, like, I don't know if most of y'all know, you can rent a chocobo if you have the gil for it. It's like 80 gil, or depending on where you're going, or you can just do the chocobo porter once it unlocks. 15 for this, but say like you want to go to aetherite travel, you can rent the chocobo for like 80 gold and it lasts 10 minutes. So there you go. If you don't have your chocobo mount, come to a main city, rent a chocobo, and there you go. I'm probably still broke. Did I talk to everybody? I think I talked to everybody. Did I miss anybody? No gear implosions. Preserving the past. Adele is looking for an adventurer to deliver a forgotten item. Ah, an adventurer, precisely what we needed. Not a moment ago, we dispatched our newest recruit, Artur, to inspect Miqo'te's amphitheater. Regrettably, the young hero has more spirit than sense, and he charged off without his tools. Suffice it to say, he won't be getting any work done. Would you be so kind as to deliver them to him? Wonderful. Seek out Loic in the acorn orchard behind the atrium. He should have Artur's tools. Okay, cool. Mira Panera. That sounds like Panera bread. Ooh, God, he's making me hungry. He's starting to look like a big bowl of soup. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I need to go eat soon. How does he do it? Such clean cuts and outrichous assembly. I cannot hope to mimic such mastery. And I probably need to start carrying a dictionary so I can at least learn how to say these words. Guild supplier. I'm not supposed to buy from you, so okay. Not supposed to buy from you. Small talk? Welcome to the Carpenters Guild. Here we produce all manner of wooden products, from weapons to wardrobes, shields to stools, and much more. That was not the word I'd use, but okay. Hartford? There is no such thing as an all-purpose wood. An archer's bow is quite unlike a scholar's bookshelf. Different parts of the same tree can have different uses as well. Mind you, these are but the fundamentals of carpentry. Do you say anything? One cannot be too careful when working the saws. I probably shouldn't jump over that safety issue. Do you say anything? Nope. You're mute! A little off here and a little off there. You say anything? Nope. Can I kick the ladder? You know, he's not a bad guild master. He's kind of boring, though. He reminds me of that professor from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You have questions, very well asked. What do you do here? As Timber Master of the Oak Atrium, I am responsible for all that transpires within these halls. Now, if you ask these same questions after you've already learned the professions, they have different answers. He's like, you should already know. I'm like, well, re-educate me. Like all destined to take up the saw, I have been fascinated with the trees of the 12 Woods since I was a child. That brought me here, where I dedicated myself to practice, learning from my betters, and through trial and error besides. In time, my efforts were recognized, and I was chosen to lead. Some see carpenters as common craftsmen laborers who work one wood or another into whatever form the customer demands. But a carpenter must be more discerning than that, to read the lines of the lumber, to know the character of the tree that birthed it. That is what it means to be a carpenter. Okay. Talk to you. I talked to all of y'all. Mission accomplished for this area. Nothing? Nothing from you. Mummy told me to wait here until she gets back. And he's like, you're not supposed to be here. Well, I'm here. She'll deal with it. I hate little kids. They're so annoying. Like, you can't do this. Oh, God. Speaking of little kids, so my husband was delivering DoorDash one day. And it was like an $80, what is that called? The Raising Cane's place. And he gets there, he drops it off. And this little brat, no more than like maybe 5 or 6 years old, rubs his 2 little fingers together and he's like, here's your tip. And then he slams the door in his face. And my husband from West Virginia wanted to grab that kid so bad, turn him over his knee and whop him a couple times on his bottom. Because, oh my gosh, like kids are such brats. For friendship, Nicola needs the assistance of a kind adventurer. I know all about adventurers. You'll do anything for a reward, won't you? Not necessarily. Well then, I want you to make Anil laugh, because if it's gear, I can't accept it. But if it's money, I can. Well then, I want you to make Anil laugh. She's no good with strangers, so first you should introduce yourself politely with a bow. Oh, yay. She'll bow? Okay. Hi. Okay, back. That seemed to work, but she still looks sad. Try sharing the joy in your heart with her. That'll prove how nice you are. How about I share La Habrea with your life? He'll show you joy. I love La Habrea. I know a lot of people hate him, but I love him in such a let's not bring him to family reunions way. You're odd. Like, I'm odd. I think she's starting to like you. Good. Now that you've broken the ice, I bet that if you surprise her and just start dancing, she'll laugh her head off. You're a really good dancer, miss. That looked like fun. Maybe I should try it sometime. Thank you. You're pretty good at this. Anil lost her father 5 years ago during all the fighting. She hasn't laughed much since then. So we're all worried. But a lot of the younglings have been following me around lately. And, you wouldn't understand. Anyway, thanks for the help. Yeah, sure. I can make it. I tell you, just watch. You're going to fall in again. At least there's water. Adele sent you. Give me a moment. Here. They are still fresh and unused since the day he got them. Doubt he's even realized he left the bloody things behind. First day and he forgets his tools. Daft Saw needs a kick up the... At least you didn't say it. I was told playing with the younglings would make me a better carpenter. I don't think it's working. How does playing with kids make you a better carpenter? Good question. I have to agree with you on that one. You stand before the Adder's Net, the headquarters of the Order of the Twin Adder, Gridania's own grand company. It is here that our nation draws together its military, economic, and technological resources that we may bring their combined might to bear against our foes. If I miss anybody, y'all have to kind of let me know. 'Cause then I have to destroy gear, and I don't really want to do that since I don't have anything else to replace it. Because I can only replace it through crafting or dungeons, and yeah, let's not do that. Oh, yeah. Gridania, lovely, dark, and deep. These woods are ours to guard, secure between the coils of honor and duty. Yeah, thanks. Regular people don't count, just the ones with green. The marks posted on the hunt board are not for the faint of heart or slow of sword arm. Only those of proven ability to dodge death need apply. Cool. Not yet, then. Frontline attendant, come to join us on the front line, or perhaps you have questions to ask. I don't think I can do PvP right now. I'm an OIC officer of arms affiliated with the Order of the Twin Adder. It does not appear that you belong to a free company. You cannot very well have a company crest without a company, can you? That actually almost rhymed. Each grand company has its own words, the core tenet, which guides its every endeavor. Woods will be done is ours, and by them we discharge our duty. Whether you belong to an organization or fancy yourself a lone wolf, we all need principles to live by. No, principles belong in school, and I'm not going back to school, so thank you, no. Well met, I am an OIC quartermaster. Duty? Well met, I am an OIC quartermaster affiliated with the Order of the Twin Adder, and it is my duty to provide those free companies who have pledged their allegiance to our grand company with the opportunity to purchase various enchantments and items which will benefit their members. Hey, have you ever considered joining a free company? If not, might I suggest you do so? A whole new world will open. Oh, I went back and looked. I don't know if I was really tired when I posted that video. It was bad. I fixed it. I went and looked and I'm like, oh my god, I'm glad you... No, it's fine. But I went and looked at that video when I woke up this morning and I'm like, oh dear god. What the hell? I must have been tired when I posted that. That's because I didn't have it synced with the words. I had to go fix that. I had to fix the whole thing. Greetings, adventurer. I am the Twin Adder, officer charged with assisting the Order of Independent Companies, or the Free Companies as they are commonly known. How may I serve you this day? Learn about free companies. I don't need to learn about them. Found a free company. No, I'm a solo player. Can't do that. I will play with the community sometimes, but not on this character. That's what my VR is for. You are come to the Adder's Nest, command center of the Order of the Twin Adder. Ever do we welcome they who would toil in the elemental name for the survival and well-being of our force nation. While your zeal cannot be denied, I don't have any because I don't have any accomplishments under my belt yet. You must grow stronger if you are to entwine your destiny with ours. Prove you have the fortitude to weather the fiercest of storms and then return here. You know, he says the strongest, but I swear there's some people serving in those Twin Adders that are like weak as all get out. Only members of the Order of the Twin Adder are allowed to exchange serpent steels for goods and services. Move that. Oh, did I talk to you? I think I did. That's fine. That's fine. Do you guys know that there's a weather person here? It's called the Sky Watcher. A wise woman once said that she who does not pay heed to the skies will most surely get wet. Sound advice if you ask me. Would you like to hear what the skies tell us this fine day? That is so small. Gridania, clear skies, clear skies. In Upper Laodicea, looks like thunder's coming in the future forecast. Western Laodicea is going to be cloudy. Cloudy. Oh wait, no, that looks like a tornado. And then Eastern Thanalon, it's raining. Okay. We got the weather forecast. We're good. Florist. Ooh, you can buy flowers from this person. Okay, cool. Black Rabbit Traders? What does she sell? I'm just curious. So, I'm guessing this is where you buy all the old Miqo'te stuff if you get rid of it? Okay, cool. I think that's everybody over here. I think I got everybody. Itinerant Moogle, Bertinot, talk to that person, talk to Chocobo. Oh dear lord. I'm getting lost. Let's go this way. I'm doing this without a map, so... Ah! Do you say anything? No. Man, you're like the Royal Guard. You don't say anything. That's bad. Talk. Head lies Quiver's Hold. Home to the God's Quiver, the defenders of Gridania. It also houses the Archer's Guild if you seek training in the ways of the bow. I also need the Aetheryte Crystal. Doing good? Is that what you're saying? I missed all y'all. We're discussing how best to deal with the Ixali threat. Perhaps an adventurer such as you could offer a fresh perspective on the matter. Did I say anything? What if we were to entreat the spirits? Would you have your mother wipe your bottom? Okay. Hey, is she the one that's in the Waking Sands later? And if she is, she meets a very tragic death. Respite cleanses the mind of impurity. Looks like laziness to me. Lazy! Birdknot sent you to me. Well, inexperienced or not, if you wish to prove your worth to the people of Gridania, you were right to come. You do wish to prove yourself, do you not? Population control. Chancellor of the God's Quiver is testing adventurers by sending them to slay forest fungars. Ordinarily, the forest fungars that inhabit the Central Shroud are not more than a nuisance. However, we have received reports that vast clouds of the creature's spores have rendered parts of the Twelveswood impassable and ruined crops besides. We periodically call the fungar population in order to prevent such occurrences, but the creatures have taken to spawning out of season, making it ever more difficult to keep their numbers in check. Though this is indeed a troubling development, the God's Quiver has more pressing concerns and can ill afford to waste time fighting fungars. If you wish to prove yourself, go to the Central Shroud and exterminate 6 of the pests. Use caution and approach them one at a time, lest your adventuring career be cut disappointingly short. I think these are the last people I gotta talk to. Ooh, another quest. Cool. Course correspondence. Vimbius at the Archer's Guild wishes you to deliver a sealed message to the markets. Hail, adventurer, might you have a moment? I am in need of a trustworthy soul to deliver a missive to Parnell. You can find her in the shaded bower in the midst of the markets. Why would I not simply go and speak with her myself? Well, as I am sure you have observed, Gridanians have a tendency to be rather, I mean, in person, they can be, well, a little on the prickly side. The matter is not urgent. Simply hand over the missive. The next time you find yourself in the markets, Please, as a favor from one adventurer to another. Small talk. You stand with the Archers Guild, where men and women gather to learn the way of the bow as passed down to us from the Ellison centuries and Miqo'te hunters of Eld. I am tasked with providing guidance to those who seek membership here. Let me know if I can assist you in any way. The world can seem clearer when viewed down an arrow shaft, but an archer must think of more than just the target. Lucian, what you doing? Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught you wish to know? What do you do here? I am the master of the guild, appointed to my post by Bowlord Lewin of the God's Quiver. Amongst my many duties, it is my privilege to oversee the training of those who would master the bow. I also provide such aid to the townsfolk as I am able, lending an ear to their woes and dispatching archers to put down unruly fauna. Here at the Guild, we seek to instill a discerning eye with our members, that they might learn to strike at vulnerability swiftly and surely. What is archery? Our art can be likened to the pursuit of truth, though mayhap that likeness is lost upon you. You take up the bow, you will come to comprehend the meaning of these words. Yeah, you see the toothpick on my back? That's not a bow. Though it may not boast the destructive force of a sword or spear, its myriad strategic applications more than compensate for this shortcoming. An experienced archer can immobilize an enemy by striking a leg, or sap its strength with a poisoned arrow. Rise to become a virtuoso of archery, and a veritable deluge of death will be yours to rain down upon your foes. By fighting from a distance, we can better assess the battlefield and thereby determine the most advantageous course of action. This is of paramount import, as our role in battle is to exploit the enemy's weakness. With the requisite placement and timing, but a single arrow may serve to turn the tide. Cool! You guys like your history lessons. I cannot steady my hands, relax, and do not forget to breathe. Mr. He's got a stick up in his... Hey! Hey, Jettison, how's it going? Let me give you a shout out. How you doing? Long time no see. Let's see. Just working, huh? Okay, let's talk to Mr. Stick in the Mud. This is part of the challenge. I have to talk to every freaking NPC, and if I miss one, part of my gear gets imploded. By the Wheel of Fortune. It was my people, the Ellison, who gave rise to the noble tradition of archery. To see it thus parodied by outsiders, it is an outrage. Everything to you is an outrage, dude. Only those of the God's Quiver are permitted past this point. I suggest you step away from the doors. I'm not near the doors yet. None but authorized personnel may enter. You know, I feel bad for the guys that get stuck inside their offices because they're, like, barred from leaving. They're prisoners! Well, this is a double outrage. What's a double outrage? I think he said Central Shroud, so I gotta go... down? Down. You're one of them adventurers, ain't you? Gridania fair swarms with outsiders at lake. Can't walk 10 bloody yawns without bumping into one of ye. Don't be taking this the wrong way. We appreciate the hard work you do and all, but 'tis hard to be at ease when scores of strangers walk to your home every day. It's an alt. I'm doing a challenge. Oh god, please don't make me do that whole spiel again. So, I'm doing a skit on another file. So, I wanted to have a live playthrough for you guys for the challenge, but I also have the other file because I'm doing video skits over it, comedy skits. But essentially, La Habrea sucked me from my desk, dropped me in the game, and he's like, during the loading screen, because Heidelin tried to onboard me as an adventurer, right? I get to 12%, and then La Habrea stopped it, put a virus in the program, limited to no HUD, all this other stuff. And so, no limited HUD out in the real world and all this other stuff. No HUD in dungeons. Limited HUD in deep dungeons when that ever becomes available. And then he's like, social interaction, since you never leave your chair or your house, you have to talk to the NPCs that have green over their name. If you don't, you lose part of your gear. You can only get gear from crafted items, starter gear, and once you're past the starter quest, that gear needs to implode upon, crafting gear to replace it. But if your gear implodes, you can't replace it unless you craft it or get it from a dungeon. So yeah. So I put some restrictions on myself just to make it fun. Making life fun. And I'm running around without a mini-map, so I can probably pull it up, but yeah. It is by the blessing of the elementals that the Gridanians dwell in the Twelveswood. Oh, Bertinot came back inside, so he's not standing outside no more. Oh, no, wait. He was up there a minute ago. Okay, yeah, that's right. See to it that you do not, which brings our people to grief. Yeah, if you want to see some of the comedy skits, you'll have to go to my YouTube page for that. I've only got like 3 or 4 episodes. Those take me forever to do. But they're actually quite hilarious. It integrates in the whole challenge very neatly. Now, what am I supposed to be getting? I thought I was supposed to be killing something. Yeah, there is something I'm supposed to be killing. Fungars. Oh wait, did I forget? There wasn't nobody I forgot to talk to, right? I didn't skip nobody? I did! Let's go back over here. Forgot about these guards. This is one of the gates of Gridania, the Blue Badger Gate. A wise novice knows not to wander too far beyond these portals. You stand on the threshold of the city of Gridania. Here your status as an adventurer counts for naught, a fact you would do well to remember. You fairly warned outsider. If you foment trouble within our walls, you will never leave them. Everybody threatens me in this town. It's sure shad. What you been up to, Jettison? I've seen you on a couple times while I'm out driving, doing Lyft, but... I haven't seen him in a while. But then again, I haven't been on in a while. I have been avoiding those lately, Gwen, and it's because of all the DDO attacks. I mean, yesterday, Angelus, according to my husband, was doing those. Oh, and thank you for the follow. I'll make sure to follow you at the end of the stream. But with all the DDO attacks, there's no point in doing them right now, because you'll just get kicked out and have to start over if you're going for solo titles or whatever. It's extremely upsetting, and I honestly wish they would, like, do something about that whole KO thing. Because with the DDO attacks, it makes doing solo runs almost impossible. No. Oh, yeah, I did. You got my card, right? Yeah, and they're real bad now. Like, I can't even get past floor 169 right now. Half the time I'm lucky to get past floor 80 in Palace of the Dead. And then yesterday Angelus was getting kicked off right and left, and he finally just got off the game. I mean, and like lately even playing during stream, I think I was streaming a few days ago, and like twice in an hour and a half got kicked out. It's like, it's very annoying. I need to finish capping the classes on my main.
But I got like 5 classes left. Probably should just do a front line a day and maybe I'll get there. I might. I get a mount? Oh. Yay. Okay. I'll just do front lines on them like every night before I go to bed. God, I hate PvP. Oh yeah, where'd I get this? Over there. Amazon stealing all my ad revenue? Oh. I ain't worried about it. Well, well, the fledgling adventurer returns, and none of the worse for wear by the look of it. Ha! You may be of use to this nation. On behalf of Gridania, I thank you. So, question, do the coins count as gear or just these? Because, you know, I'm not supposed to be accepting gear from quest rewards. Sure, does the money count as gear? That's the question I have for the audience, because I don't know. Because you have to accept something no matter what, but technically by my rules, I'm not supposed to accept gear. I'm supposed to destroy it. I talked to her already. That's my monkey in the background. I think I've already talked to you. Yep, I talked to you. Aaronville's mom? Nah, I won't do that. Oh, you're talking about the robot. The way you said that was so wrong. I had to... Like, what? I was about to like, okay, we don't talk like that here. I'm like, nope, not here. Okay, I get what you're saying. You're talking about that little blue orb thing. Yeah, I'm like, okay. Me? Why, I'm but a humble servant of Master Miqo'te, charged with aiding those who wish to avail themselves of the power of materia, but lack the skills to do so. If you would know more, mayhap it would be best if you sought out Simbros at the bonfire in Citrathanalon. Love to help you, lass, but we ain't nowhere nearby. You know, Aaronville was hard for me to like because he was such a freaking stick in the mud. Like, he's such a downer. It's like, dude, just get over it. Stop being mad at your mom, you know? Because, like, you knew she was going to be, like, disappearing, and he just, you know. Yeah, thank you, Gwen. And thank you for the flowers, times 15. Okay. I don't think there's anybody else here to talk to. By what right does a fledgling adventurer presume to address Passamontre, master of the markets? You think you can stroll in here, bold as you please, and demand my hard-earned knowledge? Ha! Merchant does not for naught, especially when dealing with would-be heroes. That expansion was weak and we do not get enough Kryl. I really don't like Kryl, but some people do. I'm more of a, we didn't get enough Ericthonius. If on the other hand you had some tasty morsel to curry in my favor, then I might reconsider your request. No, I don't like Kryl. That's just me though. But I don't hate her. Now if you want to ask me who I hate, Lise. Come now, just holding counter seeks of Mion's handiwork, and more specifically her baking. I think it's just I can't get into her, so... No, I disagree. Lise is so annoying. Don't look so surprised, Les. I smelled that eel pie of yours a mile away. Hand it over. I think Lise is one of those that you either like her or you don't, and I don't, so... I'll tell you this. If I had a choice between lunch dates, between La Habrea and Lise, I'd go with La Habrea. At least one has an intelligent thought in his head. If you like the stupid blonde, go with Lise. But, yeah. Oh, you got a quest for me. Okay. Parsamontronomics. Again, no. No, I just can't. I know people like her. No, I absolutely cannot stand her. I despise her in so many ways. Oh, she makes my skin crawl. The master of the markets, Parson Montron, is willing to permit an adventurer to assist him in fulfilling an order from the Lancers Guild. I take it my previous explanation did not suffice to sate your curiosity? Very well. If you wish to know more of the markets, I shall give you a practical education, free of charge. As master of the markets, I entertain many requests. This order from the whalers, for example. I'll give her this. She's strong. I'll give her that. But she's a freaking hothead. But I delegate their fulfillment to my hirelings that I might tend to such tasks as I alone am capable of performing. For your personal betterment, I shall delegate the fulfillment of this particular request to you. I bid you search the stalls for a bone spearhead, a pot of beeswax oil, and a length of brambleweed rope, and deliver them to Senegal at the Lancers Guild. There's much and more to be found in these stalls if you have the dedication to seek it and the coin to procure it. Oh, God, I got my little one right behind me, like... She's autistic, like, really bad, so... Oh, God. Telling her to be quiet is not ever going to happen. Okay. However, as my representative, you need only offer my name as payment. None will deny me. In fact, many will be all too eager to part with their wares, so numerous are the debts that I am owed. A fine proposition, is it not? I am spared a simple task, and you gain priceless mercantile experience. Well, I should rightly charge you for such an opportunity. I don't think so, dude. But worry not, I am a man of my word. And the terms will stand. Deliver the goods to Senegal, and she may even see fit to reward you. Man, the language and the terminology here sucks. Greetings, madam. Might you be looking to secure the services of a retainer? I'll give you that. What's this? A missive from Foma, you say? Whatever could it be about? Let me see now. She wants to know about the available stocks of potions at the markets. Hardly a matter that warrants a letter, much less the hiring of a courier. Why could she not ask the question in person? I sense that adventurers from beyond our borders find Gridanians somewhat difficult to deal with. Are we truly so devoid of warmth? Yes. If we mistrust outsiders, it's only because so many of them have brought chaos to the Twelvewood, and such sins as theirs are not soon forgotten. Yet I suppose we might endeavor to be a little less cold. That damn merchant from Mulda, I wish she'd bugger off back to where she came from. I swear every time she opens her mouth, it's about coin, coin, and more bloody coin. But coin's good, I thought. You sell stuff. You sell stuff. I'm just clicking on them so I don't, like, violate my own contracts. Oh, you got discern eyes, miss. The craftsmanship, truly something, ain't it? Perfect for securing any manner of... You, be quiet. Pass among gods, if I never hear that bloody name again, it'll be too soon. And there I was thinking I might make a guild today. Here, take the damn bramblebee rope and bugger off. Okay. I think he was talking about this woman. Came all the way from Uldad to sell my wares, but the locals are proving an unreceptive lot. Why, it's as if they're averse to novelty, to change in progress. I'm going to need a new approach. If I'm to make any coin here, perhaps an old one? You're a mender. Culinarian. Show me better. I think that's good. There are so many people to talk here. Down this path and across the lake lies the East Shroud. You need to take the ferry if you have business in the Honey Yard or Nine Ivies. Please tell me there's nobody down there. There is. The ferry skipper! Okay. I'll click you. My apologies for the... Ferries are unavailable. Okay, cool. Oh, looky! There's an etherite. You best believe it won't. Apologies, my lord. It won't happen again. Why do they treat the Duskwites like crap? You are coming to the Whaling Barracks, home of the Wood Whalers, the keepers of the peace within Gridania? Visitors are welcome to observe the Lancer in training. Oh shoot, I gotta go back because I was supposed to re-talk to those guys in the whatever you call it. More than a few have been inspired to join after doing so. Okay. Yeah, I go back after I talk to these people. Quarrels with squirrels! Boss alone of the Lancers Guild wants a fledgling adventurer to deal with a squirrel problem. A fresh-faced adventurer, the very manner of a person I wish to meet. The Lancers Guild is looking for someone to track down and exterminate half a dozen squirrels. The infernal pests have been squeezing in under our floorboards every eve for the past several moons, and gnawing away at the support pillars. They have yet to inflict any serious structural damage, thank the builder, but I hesitate to bring such a trifling matter before the wood whalers to the gods' quiver, hence my delight at your timely arrival. Why, an adventurer who cannot dispatch such woodland nuances is not worthy of the name, not here in Gridania at any rate. And you know what becomes of incapable adventurers, but perhaps it is best you do not. But I do want to know. I'm just curious. What happens to adventurers that don't fulfill their purpose? Squirrels of which I spoke can be found in the central shroud. Return to me once you have disposed of them, assuming the task is not beyond you. For your sake, I sincerely hope it's not. Welcome to the Lancers Guild. I see you brought your own spear. Yes, I brought my own toothpick. If you seek to refine your skills with the polearm, then you have come to the right place. Here at the Lancers Guild, spear wielders gather to train with one another, and further hone their abilities under the tutelage of our fine instructors. More than just an instrument of war, the spear is also a tool for hunting, and with game every plentiful in the 12th, the weapon has been the mainstay of the locals here since before the founding of Gridania. Give me that bottle already! Tiki? With the passing of time, our nation became a gathering place for spearmasters from across the realm, many eager to test their mettle against the famed might of our wood whalers. And it was here in Gridania that their myriad fighting styles came into contact, eventually giving rise to the art taught here today. That spear technique could be formalized at all owed much to the founding of the Lancers Guild by wood whaler captain Mistal nigh on century past. The tradition of accepting students from without as well as within Gridania's borders persists to this day, ensuring that the art of the polearm may not only survive but also continue to evolve. Well, there you have it. I hope this brief history of the guild has helped settle any doubts in your mind. The Lancer Guild is always eager to become new initiates. If you will to enlist, speak with me again and we can begin the enrollment procedures. And stop! Well then, have you made up mind to enlist in the Lancers Guild? Yeah, sure. Excellent. I shall let Guildmaster Wayne know to expect you. All who seek admittance to our ranks must present themselves before him. He will judge if you are fit to become one of us. Pray make your way to the training area within. Our Guildmaster awaits you there. I think I talked to you. Yeah, I picked up a quest from you. Yeah, sure. The little one doesn't say anything. Man, that little one can do push-ups really good. The whaling barracks lies beyond. If you have no business here, I would thank you to return whence you came. I don't think I've ever talked to whoever's like in charge back there. The new recruits are quite promising. If they continue to hone their skills, who knows how strong they will become. The wood whalers were wise to allow the Lancers Guild the use of their facilities. Training together can only lead to mutual improvement and better qualified recruits for the Order of the Twin Adder. Okay, I think that's everybody. I like this Guildmaster. He's cool too. Welcome back, Mr. Kitsune. Well met, adventurer. I understand you wish to... Oh, yeah. I just skipped through... Oh, I can't skip you! Fine, I just hit... I don't really want to talk to you. Let's just go. Oh, did I just shake my head at him? I did. I don't need a history lesson. Let's go. I do like him, though. He's pretty cool. I can't move the text box on this guy. I would, so I could put it up, but whatever. Let's see, did I already go back? I'm gonna go back down. He doesn't say anything. Welcome, welcome. At the behest of good Master Passamontre, you say, to what do we owe the pleasure of your company today, my lady? May I take this opportunity to say that it is an honor and a privilege to serve you. But you must have your beeswax oil without delay. Yes, yes. Feel free to take as much as you require. And you will, of course, inform Master Passamontre that I was only too happy to accommodate his needs. Yes? That guy. Sorry, lass, we ain't open yet. Oh, one of Passamontre's. Well, and what was it you said you wanted? A bone spearhead? And here she is. Take it and tell that bastard we're square. Well, if you guys didn't want to serve him, love to help you, lass, but we ain't nowhere near ready. Oh, you're the melder. Okay, cool. Let's go back to him. Gotta go back to Senegal with Datch. What business have you with me, adventure? You come upon the bidding of Master Passamontre? Yeah. Spearhead, that one. There you go. So soon, I'm impressed. I placed my order only a short time ago, yet here are all the items I requested. Truly, Master Passamontre is every bit as resourceful as they say. You are fortunate to work under such a man. You would do well to mold yourself in his image. Do you have any aspirations as a merchant? Nope, you don't. Go back to the main etherite. Gotta go kill some squirrels. Let's see, this way. I think Fungars are still left. Yep. Young Lancer. How's it going? I do like the Lancer. I mean, I don't like that it takes so long to get an AoE ability, but the Lancer is still pretty tough, even as a single target. Oh, I got everybody. Okay. How's it going, Zero? And please forgive the background noise. My daughter is being my daughter. Yeah, E, can you ever, like, learn how to talk, man? Not just noises. Talk, talk, talk. Never mind. You can never shut up then. This is just part of a challenge I'm doing. All the details are, yeah. My other account, I've only got 5 classes left, and somebody said if I finish and get them to 100, I'll get a mount, so maybe I should do that before the next expansion comes out. Oh god, that means I have to do roulettes again! I don't wanna! Let's see. No, I don't wanna do that. Let's go this way. Let's see. Archer's Guild or Lancer's Guild? I think it was the Lancer's Guild. Part of the challenge is I have to talk to all the NPCs at least once. And it's to learn the lore. A lot of people skip the NPCs and I want to see what they have to say, so it's part of the challenge. Just finished Heavensward. Heavensward is really good. Did you finish the main or the post? Like, because there's 2 different sections, so I want to make sure before I say anything. Because I don't like to spoil things for people that are still playing through the game. And this is the other reason I like doing new playthroughs, so people can come and watch the stream. Because I was losing a lot of people watching because they were like, great to see you, but I can't watch it. I haven't seen it yet. And I'm like, you know, so I've been through I've been through all the content, so Heavensward was really good. Okay, yeah, so I definitely don't want to spoil it. So I'm guessing you've already done the vault then? The dungeon with Harashafont? If you have, how did you take that? Because that almost broke me. I almost quit the game over that. I did. Nothing hurt me as much as that. Like, I don't think anything after that, I wasn't really surprised anymore. After that, I was like, what? Why did y'all do that to me? Yeah. That's an understatement. Most people, if you've never done the vault before, I would recommend going in with the NPCs instead of an actual group, and there's a good reason for it, because, yeah, for that reason alone, I would say go in with the NPC group, because Harashafont is with you during that, so, yeah, do that with the cutscene. Or with the NPCs. The squirrels are dealt with then. Very good. I am pleased to see you have proven yourself useful. What's that? You wonder what happens to adventurers who fail to complete such trifling tasks? Yes, I did ask that question earlier. What does happen if I don't do my job? Why, such sluggards soon find there is no place for them within the city. And where do they end up after leaving Gridania? Well, you shall hear the truth of that before long. That doesn't answer the question, you bloody bastard! Excuse my language. When we must risk incurring the wrath of the elementals, we wood whalers and the archers of God's quiver wear these masks. However, more than a few of us are beginning to think that naught but superstitious trinkets. I, for one, would be sorely troubled were it revealed that the guardians of the 12th Wood could be so easily deceived. Okay, so turn my quest back into you. Lancer learns best when he is doing each thrust, making him stronger. Such things as strategy and technique will come in time, and never forget courage. Without it, cannot hope to realize your potential. Does anybody know if you can move the text from the bottom of the screen? Because I keep it out because I do skits with it, and I don't want it in my... Because I can move this one around, and I can usually just get it out of the scene. But, because I like to do skits, and I don't want these blocks in it. Does anybody know how I can move that main story text box? Or is that permanent? Because I keep that out of line of sight. I would have you take with you this hunting log. It bears the names of the creatures against which a lancer might hone his skills. To be sure, there's no single way to master art. The log serves to guide you should you find yourself in need of direction. That will be all for present. Now take up your weapons, sally forth, and cut a path for yourself. When next we meet, I hope to see you stronger for your time out in the world. There's gotta be a way to... Because I think that's the one thing I can't move. And it's kind of annoying. What does that mean? Open windows, unlimited. What does that mean? No, I'm not colorblind. Let me see. It's like the one thing I can't move. It kind of irritates me. Oh well. Spirit of the Fearless. So yeah, that's off screen, so I'll have to just read it for you guys. Guildmaster Wayne would teach you the meaning of courage. Oh wait, he's actually got it up there. Shoot. Okay, I'll bring that back down. Ah, you have returned. I take from your presence that you have gained a measure of familiarity with your weapon. Good. You are ready to begin the next phase of training. You'll recall my telling you that it takes no small amount of courage to be a lancer. Now, in general terms, courage is the strength to do something which one finds unnerving. However, a lancer's notion of courage is not so simple. Having first drawn a distinction between courage and recklessness, he then divides the former into two aspects. I would have you learn each with spear in hand. The first is composure. When outnumbered in battle, a lancer may lose his composure and succumb to panic. Should this happen, all of his training will swiftly flee his mind, and he will struggle to overcome opponents whom he would ordinarily have bested with ease. He will, in short, contribute to his own defeat. If you wish to become a lancer in sooth, you must learn to maintain your composure at all times. Do this, and you will be able to call upon every ounce of your strength and skill when it matters most. And so to your first task. The riverbanks of the Central Shroud are home to vilekin known as Yarzons. Fiercely territorial, the creatures will attack anyone who strays too close, making them the bane of fisherfolk. They typically fall upon their prey en masse, sparing all avenues of escape before closing in for the kill. What must go through the mind of their victim in that instant? Panic, despair. Be sure to tell me upon your return. Needless to say, I would have you brave such an encounter. Take this sack of decidedly noisome bait and use it to lure the ever-ravenous creatures out of the nest. It may be the only one curious. Yarzon appears. But what if 2 or 3 follow the scent? Let us see how you fare then. Go now, my young lancer, and learn what it means. You know what I noticed about all these different guildmasters? Not a single one actually goes out with you and trains except for Jack. Jack will go with you, or he'll send his 2 subordinates, Beckby and that little Lalafell. He's the only one. Everybody else is like, go kill some stuff. That's not training. That's just throwing me out to the wolves and, hey, if you come back alive, it's cool. You see. This way. Finish talking to people. These gates are to remain closed until further notice. If you wish to venture outside the walls, you can ride the ferry from Westshorn Pier south of Lancers Guild. Okay. You're closed for business. Got it. To slice or to pierce, I cannot decide. Oh, I never really thought. Sell that, sell that, sell that. Market board ain't allowed, so, yeah. Anyway, okay, that's sold. Go this way. I am going the right... Oh, I almost missed you, honey. Gotta talk to everybody. Could you possibly be... I don't know you, lady. No, forget I said anything. My mistake. I can't forget. I don't look like nobody. Okay. That's the Lancer's Guild. Let's go this way. You know, doing this without a map is hard. Okay, I can't go in there. Making sure I'm not missing nobody. That's closed. Don't see nobody back there. Which way is which way? Oh wait, I think I know which way. This is the guy for that one dungeon where he's got that mistress turning, like, killing girls and stuff. That's this guy. The manor I once served in was no less magnificent than those found in the gentry wards yonder, and magnificent it should be, for it was formerly home to generations of Sidseers. However, the elder Sidseer before the last declared that he needed not such extravagance, and the abode came into the ownership of Dartakokor family. Oh, I didn't know that about the Sidseers. Okay, that's interesting. The district beyond is home to distinguished Gridanians. Commoners may not enter. That includes you, adventurer. Go back whence you came, or I will be forced to remind you of your place. So rude. Yeah, I think by far Gridania is probably the rudest of the sections to start. They're really rude. The name's Ironheart, Millith Ironheart. I don't mean to brag, but I come from a line of renowned explorers. My ancestors strode into the unknown that they might commit to parchment the lay of the land and curve the shores for all mankind. Like all adventurers, you doubtless carry a map of Eorzea, yes? Well, that, my friend, is the work of an Ironheart, my grandpa Rotter, to be precise. His descendants have since followed in his pioneering footsteps, my brother Nedrick and myself included. You know why this place is called Apocalypse Falls? Someone once tried to breed Apocalypse here, or so the story goes. Looks like it didn't go too well, though, unless they're really good at hiding. Ah, you stole his half-sister. Yamitra, what you look like? My name is Yamitra. I am affiliated with the Sons of St. Coinage, a research organization comprised of Charlian scholars and Eorzean sages. So what you might say, our focus is on ancient history. My colleagues and I seek to piece together the lost knowledge and technology of a long-buried Allegan empire. Due to a number of fascinating finds, it is the ruins of Mordona that presently command the bulk of our attention. I am here, however, to conduct some preliminary research. The tales of my sister wove of the wild realm of Eorzea were what first encouraged me to visit. But beyond that initial curiosity, there is much in this land to interest an avid scholar. It's your wondering Mugo. He's the one with the Fantasia potion. What's this? You're able to see me. That's amazing, Kupo. That we should thus meet can surely be no coincidence, and so, to mark this fateful occasion, I shall make you a gift of magical potion. Fantasia is called, and legend holds that it allows you to alter your appearance. May it serve you well, Kupo. They honestly need to give more of those. Then again, I never use them, so... Some 5 years ago, a great scholar stood vigil before these waters. It said he came here to rally all of Eorzea in the fight against the Garlean Empire. I wonder if she's talking about Louis Swa. I do wonder what became of the man. He died. I should like the chance to meet him in person. Actually, he didn't really die yet. He's a primal. Hello there, young one. How very kind of you to offer a doddering old man like me a bit of company. Tell me, do you like tales? I do like a good tale, especially true ones told by them as lived it. Have any of your own to share? I'd be all ears. So this guy, what does he do? Exchange achievement certifications. Not sure what that is. When I was a young man, I had the honor of working as a court scribe. Aye, in the good old days when my eyes were keen and the royal family still held true power in Ul'dah, not a day seemed to go by that the royal palace didn't burst into a rainbow of colors. With lavish functions... Oh, nice. Nowadays, though, it's true tales of adventure and daring do that delight me most. I'm, like, actually going to be redoing all my clips. If you've done any deeds you're proud of, I like it very much if you shared them with me. Might be as I'll even give you a little something in return. Oh, so achievements, I come to this guy. Okay, I think I got it. Where was I going? I don't remember. It's this guy right here. My wife and child, the men and women with whom I shared a stage, they're gone. Every last one of them. There's nothing left in my life worth a damn. You're alive. Life sucks. You gotta move on. I finally got around to you said no. Yeah, okay, I read that. Okay, cool. Which way is which? Lost your way, have you? This path here will take you to Miqo'te's amphitheater and the Leatherworkers Guild. Okay, I'll be going back that way in a minute. Let's go this way first. Miqo'te's amphitheater is so named for the legendary minstrel once stood just beyond this rubble. That all changed 5 years ago when the calamity laid it to waste. The amphitheater has since been rebuilt at the center of our city, thanks to the tireless efforts of the carpenters of the Oak Atrium. Okay. I'm learning my history of Gridania. I'll go that way in a minute. Let's go this way. Covered in roses, a botanist named Saman is hoping that an adventurer will pick up scattered rose hips for her. A botanist named Saman is hoping that an adventurer will pick up scattered rose hips for her. Stop right there, not another step. I apologize if I have startled you, but please be careful. The ground here is covered in rose hips, then pick them up! Ugh, these people are so freaking lazy in this entire game. It's like they see stuff like right at their feet, but they pay somebody to pick it up for them. You see, my seed pouch had grown so threadbare that it finally split open. Unbeknown to myself, I've been scattering as rose hips all along this road. Oh, good madam, if you would help me gather them, I'd be ever so grateful. Thank you. Your kindness is truly a blessing from the elementals. The rose hips should be lying on the road between here and the Great Lone Gowrie. Remember to tread lightly, lest you crush them underfoot. Hey, best friend Nox, how's it going? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I try to follow people that follow me and stuff like that. I try to return the favor. And then I try to go through everybody and try to watch their stuff. There's so many people I'm following now. Once bitten, twice shy. Botanist named Elthrin needs an adventurer to make a delivery on his behalf. Damn it, another adventurer! You're like flies on muck! Whatever Gridania did to deserve such a plague, I don't know. Well, I could just go away. You deliver your own stuff then. I suppose times are changing, and they keep telling me I should, and perhaps you might be. Oh, damn, help me. Just take this as Emma Rose to Waldo of Steelglade fame, will you? Well, if you insist in such a rude manner, sure, why not? Well, what are you still standing there for? Go and deliver the bloody rose? Yeah, I've been working on the comedy skit, and that's my other file, but, you know, I figured it'd be good to, like, you know, talk to my supporters as well, so I'll stream at least twice a week, so if they got any questions about the skit and the other playthrough and stuff, they can ask it while I'm live 2 days a week. What is today? A tiny sprout may one day grow into a mighty oak and spread its seeds throughout the land. It is no different with men. We are all equals in the circle of life, seeking only to survive. Oh, okay then. The foreman's still watching now. I'm talking to everybody. Learning my lore. I think you've had enough. You know what? I'm actually glad I'm doing the comedy skits, because these guys are so boring. long as everybody down here. No. It's my third playthrough. It's my second official playthrough. I did play, like, when I first started out, I played for, like, about a month, and I didn't know anything about the game, and I ended up, like, restarting it. That was my Viera. She's only got 5 classes left to get to 100. Everything's 100 except for, like, a handful of combat classes. I really need to get on the ball with that and just get her maxed out. She's been through all the content, and this playthrough and the one I'm doing for the skits is, my second playthrough. I'm doing a challenge. So don't worry about, like, lore and spoiling things for me, because it's gonna be pretty hard to do that with me. But the one thing I didn't do last time is talk to the NPCs. I didn't even know that was an option. And apparently they've got more back lore to them. So that's what I'm doing. Paladin and monk. Well, it's hard to say, because, you know, each one has its own specialty. Like, I like the bard for its long range ability. Machinist is cool if you like guns, but it's not my favorite. Red mage, definitely not on my list of favorites. I mean, a lot of people like it. I don't. Summoner, I really like how powerful that one is. Black mage, with the changes, I've seen the potential for it to be really good, but I haven't played it really much. I like the monk. I love my ninja. Oh my god, I love my ninja. And it's probably because of Jack. Out of all the guild masters, he was my favorite. Out of tanks, paladin, hands down. I mean, I know a lot of people like the warrior for the self-healing, but the paladin has really awesome mitigation. Only problem with the paladin is its AoE abilities and getting stuff dead. Good luck with that. Unless you got the stuff on cooldown for burst, it doesn't have a lot of high power DPS. Gunbreaker's really good all around. Like, it's like in the middle between the DPS and the mitigation. Dark Knight, I don't know much about it. Out of healer classes, I don't know nothing much about the Sage, but White Mage, definitely my favorite. Scholar, nope. I know a lot of people would probably hate me for that, but nope. Astrologian, if you can master it, it's actually really good with the defense and the mitigation. And then, I think melee DPS, yeah, my roguey ninja. Lancer's not bad, though. I just decided to start with Lancer. I haven't given it enough love. Samurai, I don't know enough about it to really say I like it or don't like it. Yeah, out of the... Gunbreaker's probably a lot of people's favorites, just because of that Aurora ability tacked on with the that AoE. Not heal, that heal over time ability. You tack that on. One thing I don't like about tanks a lot of time is most tanks, when I did go in groups, don't know what the hell their mitigations are. Please use them and don't smash them all at once. Like, come on. Like, ugh. Use your mitigations. I'm a former World of Warcraft player. I don't rely on healers. Keep yourself alive. If the healers are there to heal you, great. If they're not, well, you're partially to blame for dying too. So, you know, potions, food, you know, self-heals, mitigation, all that good stuff. No thing's gonna get this grubby, bloody hands on our grain while I'm on watch. Nay, not so much as a single angry squirrel. Okay. I don't see no squirrels, but there might be fire ants. There's fire ants here. Did I already get this? Yeah, I got that. I'm trying to do this without a mini-map. It is really hard. Because it's like, did I go this way already? Make sure there's nobody. So if I miss an NPC and don't talk to them, part of the challenge is I have to destroy a piece of gear. I'm pretending that La Habrea, like, kidnapped me from my world and dropped me in. He's like, you know what? You don't ever leave your house. Here. If you don't talk to people, your gear implodes. And you can't get more gear until you craft it or go into a dungeon. So, yeah. These plots are tended by the Botanist Guild. A splendid sight it is not. And I'm reading, so you can go ahead and type out your message and I'll read it in a second. What do you do here? My name is Fufucha, and I have the pleasure of overseeing the good works of the Botanist Guild. It is my duty to nurture the budding botanists of our guild, that they might in turn nurture the life that flourishes here in the 12th Hood. Only once I hail as a barren place, you see, and never has it been my dream to live and work amidst such verdant abundance. Like plants, dreams require nurturing. Tend yours well, and they will one day bear fruit. What is botany? It is the process of picking plants. White Mage is a school nurse that gave you Ice Pack and sent you off your way. Nah, I kind of disagree on the White Mage. The White Mage is actually a powerhouse. I think a lot of people just don't know how to play it. The White Mage is just pure nonsense heals, like OP. Horrible on DPS though. If you want pure heals, you go with White Mage. Just don't expect them to do much damage, because they don't. I mean, you got Holy though. If they know how to use that in the middle of like stuff, you're great. Problem with Scholar that I've noticed is people rely on that fairy until it's too late and they realize that the fairy ain't good enough anymore. It's like trying to apply a band-aid to a tourniquet problem. But that Art of War is pretty good. Okay. I really need to play Sage more so I can learn more about it. You know, the great thing about bubble wrap is you get to pop the bubbles. Okay, I think I've talked to everybody over here. Good, madam. Pray tell me, you have recovered all those rose hips and abandoned not one to a traveler's boot. Blessings be upon you. I fear this path would be lined with roses next year. Not that such a wondrous sight would be wholly objectionable, but azalea roses are ill-suited to this location. As a botanist, it's my responsibility to see gradanius plants grow and thrive in the most ideal conditions. A place for every seed and every seed in its place, you might say. Sage is the military medic who looks out you with a missing leg. You can still fight. I see them like the World of Warcraft's old form of Discipline Priest. Now, Discipline Priest sucks these days, but yeah, kind of like that. Heals do damage. 'Twas most gracious of you to aid me in my time of need. I pray the elementals extend you the same kindness. Hey, Jettison, welcome back. Oh, I haven't seen my doggy in a while. I gotta add some more emotes. I gotta, like, look into that. Yeah, part of the reason I haven't been streaming is, like, one, my Streamlabs Ultra's, like, subscription ran out, and that's how I multi-stream, so I, like, Curls came, ate all our chicks. Why, that's terrible! How did Curls get into the city? 10 ounces of flour, 4 dragon peppers. Okay. Oh wait, there is something I need to... I'm not allowed to keep gear unless I make it or get it from a dungeon. Starter gear, I can't get rid of that, unfortunately. Were I to substitute the ether value in accordance with the professor's law of conversion, that would produce a theoretical limit of 10 score 5 and 50, or should there be no limit? You know, one day I tried this challenge and I got rid of the starter gear, gear that the professions gave you because I made it in advance. And yeah, apparently you can't do that. You have to accept the starter gear weapon they give you to do the first quest. Because if you throw it away, you have to go rebuy it from a vendor. Because it won't let you use crafted gear in its place. It's like so stupid. Yeah, I threw it away because it's like it was part of the challenge, you know? Don't accept gear as a quest. Don't accept gear from quest rewards. So I threw it away. And I had it crafted. It wouldn't accept it. And I'm like, but it's better! It's the same thing with the warrior gear, don't get me wrong. It looks awesome, and I'll probably put that in my armory chest because I'm not going to throw that away. I'll just throw that in my army chest and not use it, but it's like, if you don't keep it and you just throw it away, you can't finish the quest. I don't know how you get it back, but yeah, you can't throw it away if you want to finish the warrior quest line. I threw that away too. The shoes that you get out of La Mensa, if you throw that away before you get to turn it in to do the banquet, the guy in front of the gate gives you a whole lecture, and you have to go back and talk to the girl that gave you the shoes the first time. It is very funny. And the only reason I know about it is because of Wrath Games. He did that because he was doing a similar challenge. Mine's slightly different than his, but he did it. He threw away the shoes, and yeah, it's the only way I knew how to get the shoes back. I haven't tried that with like the mask or anything. Like throwing them away to see what happens. I could try that, see what happens. That would be funny. Let's see, did I talk to everybody? He looks so depressed. He's got no customers. He looks so sad. We're closed. Come back later. Would that every day could be a festival? Oh, wait. He's not sad. He's just sad because he's not partying. I heard that the Order of the Twin Adder was officially reformed right here in Miqo'te's amphitheater. That was before the amphitheater was moved, of course. Well, do I remember the day the Order of Twin Adder was reformed, the day I first laid eyes upon the Elder Sincere. Graceful yet young, with a voice like song. When I close my eyes, man, you sound like a stalker. Sylphic gratitude. Estain, the caretaker of Miqo'te's amphitheater, needs an adventurer to help her tidy up. Really? Another lazy person? You know what? I don't know why adventurers say they're broke when so many people just throw quests at you, because it's like, I'm too lazy to do this here. Greetings, traveler. Come to see Miqo'te's famed amphitheater, have you? Uh-huh. I'm a Estain, caretaker of the spine centerpiece of Gridanian culture, and I fear I must needs trouble you for assistance. You see, it is not only well-meaning women like yourself who are drawn to this place. The sylphs ought to visit in the dead of night long after our citizens have gone to bed. We have no particular objection to their presence, and they seem grateful for the accommodation. So much so, in fact, that last night they left us a token of their appreciation in the form of vegetables. A lot of vegetables. Their generosity is more than welcome, of course, but the sheer quantity of the things make gathering them all something of a chore. And it's not as if I don't have enough to do already. In short, I'd be most grateful for any help you can give. I'm just saying, if you do something like talking to every NPC, it takes like an hour. Oh, items to reclaim. Okay, cool. Wait. Link shell distributor. Oh. Cool. She's the link shell person. Okay, cool. I'll get my mail later. Bah. I am Millicent. Hear me roar. Millicent has need of an adventurer to deliver a message. You there, adventurer. Could you deliver a message for me? My superior Millicent is stationed outside FFXIV. She's doubtless busy, but I'm past due to be relieved. Long past due, truth be told. However, I can't simply abandon my post. Your post is a tree. Speak to her for me, would you? But choose your words wisely. She has a bit of a temper. Traveling troubadour and master minstrel at your service. I shall be stopping here in Gridania for a time and keeping my senses open to new inspiration. They banish each and every outsider. The Sincere said we must accept them. Yeah, see, half the city hates us and half the city is okay with it. But I'm terribly busy right now and would thank you not to bother me. I'm a carpenter of the prestigious Oak Atrium and I have repairs to... You can't repair nothing without this, dude. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, you're right. Where did I put my... Oh, gods! Take it? You're from the guild, too, then. No, I'm not from the guild. I just run their errands. What's that? Adele sent you with my tools? Yes. I was actually just about to go and, yeah, you can't talk your way out of this, dude. This is so embarrassing. Yep, it is. My apologies. It's just, I've been so focused on the task at hand. A task at hand that you require tools with? What, are you gonna just nail in hammer, or nail hammers in? I'm so not saying that right. Anyway, yeah. I'm like getting tongue twisted. You know, it's a miracle this amphitheater even survived the calamity. It was the Carpenters Guild that saved it, moving it to piece by piece and rebuilding it. When I saw what they had done for Gridania, I knew what I wanted to be. The gods, when they told me my first task was to come here. Anyway, thank you for bringing me my tools. You're new to the Oak Atrium too, right? Well, let's both work hard for the good of the guild, eh? Oh, and may the elementals watch over you and keep her safe. I like doing the quest too because it gives you a lot of like those crystals. Otherwise, you're out farming all day for those. Actually, my favorite's Viera. She's already maxed out except for 5 classes. I played her first. I love my Viera. She's awesome. She's also the one I play if people want to, you know, do things together because she's not on any challenge at the moment. And she's been through all the content except for raids. I don't raid. What, really? Females in Japan as Lalas? Really? I've always liked the Viera. I couldn't get into the Hrothgar though. And it's mostly because the lack of clothing. The only thing that looked good on the Hrothgar was military style clothing. Well done, friend. Miqo'te herself would sing you praise. Yeah, they're not bad. I like the Ellison too. She knew well the power of art, how it could strengthen the soul of a nation and preserve its history for future generations. This amphitheater was her greatest gift to Gridania. And it was her wish that all folk use it freely, not only for performances and festivals, but as a place to share memories and make new ones. I wonder if the Sylphs come here to do just that. That said, I do wish they would find other ways to express their gratitude. We have no need of vegetables here, but mayhap the Carline Canopy can make use of them. Anyway, thanks to the elementals for bringing you here today. You are right, though. I think a majority of people do like the Miqo'te. The one I see the least amount is the Rogden, which is surprising. If you make a really good one, they're actually not bad. Yeah, exactly. Miqo'te's amphitheater is open to citizens and outsiders alike. We ask only that you use the facility with care out of respect for the kind-hearted souls who took such pains to rebuild it. Okay, I think I talked to all these people. Did I talk to this person? Yeah, I did. And that tunnel goes back through. I don't think there's anybody in there, so okay. We're on the right track. We're almost done. Almost done talking to everybody. I think there's some people down here. Oh, there's no people down here yet. Okay, cool. I still remember the quest that made you build a freaking dinosaur right there. Okay, I'll go that way in a minute. You guys say anything? Nope. What's all this about? Doomson says he needs his break? The nerve of that sniveling little... something. Crying for relief at a time like this. Has he already forgotten how short-handed we are since the business with the Ixtal the other day? And sending a bloody unknown venturer to do his bleating no less. That self-serving sod thinks only of his own woes, rubbing his sore soles while welcoming all manner of guild-grabbing venturers into our holy... Oh, wow. Tell me! Useless bloody fool! Makes me blood boil, it does. But it's not you. I should be giving a piece of me mind, too. You seem a decent enough sort, considering. Still understand that it's our duty to keep an eye on every stranger that passes through these parts. Any Red, I appreciate you lending an ear to my subordinate, damn fool that he is. Go on then, and stay out of trouble. Wow. She gave me an earful. Damn those stubborn leather workers. I spent a fortune on this marmot pelt, but they refused to use it in my order. God's sake, the blasted creature's already dead! Well, that's probably because you murdered it. Surely it'd be greater crime not to make it into a pair of boots. Actually, why don't you just eat it? And if you want boots, make it yourself! Ain't a lady allowed a moment's rest? I think you're hiding from work. We met our end of the bargain. All in good time, my friends. You have your guild. Now, where is it? Oh, wow. Loan shark? Really? Do I have anything to sell? Unless I make it, I ain't keeping it. Or it has to drop from monsters. That's anyway. Welcome to the Leatherworkers Guild, where the most magnificent leather goods in all the realm take shape. Please be informed that Atelier Vigny is not accepting orders for bristletail boots at present. Hunting of bristletail marmots has been prohibited due to incessant poaching. As a result, we have been forced to cease production until further notice. The only one exception is going to be the hat, because apparently I won't have it unlocked to make with everything I need to make for the quest that you have to turn it in for item level 5. So yeah, that sucks. As the 12-wood changes, so too must we change, to evolve and grow as the nature of life. We endure the calamity not by fearing the forest, but by following example and adapting to survive. Do you have something to say, or are you just here to gob? Well, speak up. What do you do here? I'm in charge. Let's look here, guild. Yeah. I'm just talking to you because I was supposed to. I'll give you a freaking history lesson. And she's pretty rude. I don't like her. It is seldom acknowledged, but leatherworkers shoulder a heavy responsibility. Our raw materials come at the price of an animal's life. After all, some of our crafters even give up the trade, unable to bear the guilt. Of course, rather more of our crafters give up the trade because they are unable to bear our master's scorn. Must be careful not to... Ouch! She's cutting her fingers off. She's bleeding on this stuff. Everything seems in order today. That's a lot of bags. Gordonia does seem to have a lot of different races here. Oh yeah, I've already come on this side. Anything on this side? Ashley, what are you doing? No. I think the only place left is the Conjurer area and I'll be done. Nope, they don't say anything. Had an order place that is. Okay. Nope, they don't say nothing. Cool. Bye. Yeah, there's only one more etherite. That's the Conjurer one. Ashley, would you stop that, please? I gotta talk to these guys real quick. Man, that's some shorty short stare, or is that a skirt? She's cute. As much as I would like to assist you, I'm permitted to do business only with referred individuals. I don't think I've ever done business with these guys. Gridonia's markets are divided into two main rows of stalls, named Ebony and Rosewood. Medicine and sundry goods can be had at the former, while arms and armor are found at the latter. Okay, back to the Conjurer's Guild. All I got left to do. That little girl got nothing better to do than stand watch with her sister or mommy. Eh. Did I go the wrong way? I did. Continue down this path if you wish to enter Old Gridonia. Okay. Is it this way? I'm doing this without my mini-map, so... No, it's not that way. Leather workers that way. Oh man, it's hard to find it without the map. Bless you. I think that was the botanist guild. Over here. Okay. Hello, beautiful. Why, this is impressive. All this must be the work of Fufacha and the Botanist Guild. I wonder if it's worth the bother to present myself there during my stay. Stout Elm. Those conjurers are something, aren't they? Healing the sick and communing with those elementals and such? Truly amazing, huh? Don't suppose you could tell me what an elemental is now, could you? Something you can't see? In Sense and Sensibility, the Conjure Melling seeks an assistant for her frantically busy student. You there, you are an adventurer. Yes, good, I have a task for you. Take yourself over to the Conjurers Guild and speak with my student, Brea. She has her hands full preparing for the auguries and would likely welcome your assistance. In her excitement in becoming a conjurer, I fear my young disciple is pushing herself beyond the limits of her endurance. Enthusiasm is all well and good, but it would not do to have an initiate collapse from exhaustion. What way is that? These gates lead outside the city. Take the road north if you seek Hermstill and keep west if you're headed to Foggord Float. I think this one gives the Pictomancer one. Yep. Nofika's altar is a holy place. It is here that the heroes communicate the will of the elementals to men. The elementals cover all aspects of life in the 12-wood, from the creatures we may hunt to the articles we may bring into their domain. As a result, foreign merchants dread visiting this place, conscious that their wares may be unwanted. There's the last one. Nofika's altar is a place of contemplation. Visitors are asked to remain from creating a disturbance. None but authorized personnel may enter. Okay. Welcome, adventurer, to the Conjurers Guild. Here we commune with the elementals and heed their guidance. Yet I must confess, the elementals did not whisper of your coming. We did indeed request an Zambros from Elthorod, but that you should bring it to us in his stead means that something wonderful has happened. Elthorod has long held a grudge against the many adventurers who passed through Gridania's gates. His beloved flowers are renowned for their beauty, you see, and were once so highly coveted by Oldon collectors that they were picked nigh to extinction by fortune-seeking foreigners. Yet, if it is peace we desire, we must all learn to look beyond mistrust born of the past and overcome your prejudice. So has the elder Sisir taught us, and so do we live. I doubt it was easy for Elthorod to entrust this Zambros to you. When he hears we have received it, he will come to know that not all outsiders are deserving of scorn. Truly, it was by the will of the elementals that you came to us this day. Please accept this as a token of our gratitude. Betting all me enemy earnings on the auguries I am. I cannot take another bad harvest. Almost missed you, dude. Ahead you shall find Stillglade Fane, where the conjurers conduct their meditations. If you have business with them, you may proceed. Yay! Hey, Cryo! How's it going? Let me give you a shout out real quick. Let's see. Shout out. Hope your day's going good. Okay, thanks, best friend. You have a good night, too.
Oh no, I'm you stupid.
Wow. Thank you. Go quietly within these caverns, lest you misunderstand. I speak not of such sounds as one's ears might hear. Here we open our hearts to the whispers of the elementals. Take care that you do not disturb this communion by bringing in tumultuous thoughts. Otherworldly voices have been waking me in the night, but I haven't the faintest idea why. I have done naught to incur the elemental's ire. Yeah, I just came back to streaming myself. I've been off of it for a while. But I'm not going to stream as much as I used to because I'm doing other projects right now. So I'm probably like Tuesdays, and I haven't figured out the next day yet. Well, I'd like to get validated on YouTube and stuff like that. So, hey, Gorby. Let me get you too. Oh, wait. Did you say that on YouTube or TikTok? Oh, you did say that on YouTube. Okay. I can't do shoutouts on YouTube, but hey, thanks. How you doing? Yes, I'm Brea, but I'm also awfully... Oh, you say Lady Melaine herself asked you to assist me. In that case, I suppose you might lend a hand, especially as mine appear to be shaken, though only very slightly. Not that it's anything to worry about. Mere nervous energy. I would be exceedingly grateful if you would take this Azem, rose, oil, and refill the sensors. There are two that require attention. Please have a care not to disturb the conjurers amid their meditations. You must be as quiet and unobtrusive as possible. Essential oil. Brea is busy with preparations for the coming ceremony and needs an adventurer to bring her scarlet oil. Might you perchance be comfortable around Biokin? If so, I have urgent need of your assistance. You see, I was preparing for the forthcoming auguries when I found, to my great embarrassment, that we lack the requisite quantity of scarlet oil. If it is not too much to ask, I would be most grateful if you could resupply us in time for the ceremony. Scarlet oil can be harvested from ladybugs, such as those found near the Bannock. 6 of the Vialkin should yield the necessary amount. Pray return to me as soon as you have it. You are come to participate in the meditations, I presume? I don't know. Okay, I'm sitting. Not for long. Power leveled on her? On my other character, power leveling is just doing roulettes every day for a year. That's why I've only got 5 classes left. I just got burnt out on roulettes, but... Greetings, adventurer. You stand with Stillglade Fane, home of the Conjurers Guild. How may I be of service? I am Brother Isumion, master of this guild. It is my duty and privilege to provide guidance to those who will walk the path of the conjurer. It doesn't take long to level up in this game. It really does not. I am Brother Isumion. Oh yeah, I already said that. No, not on this character. She's doing a solo challenge. That would be cheating. I appreciate the offer, but no, this is a challenge for a reason, and if I do that, then no. Even as I strive to ensure our art's survival for future generations, I commune with the elementals that I might convey their will to the people of Gridania. Yeah, that's why I'm also playing limited HUD, no HUD in dungeons. So the only time I'll be with groups on this character is when I'm, like, the mandatory Crystal Tower. Can't do anything about that. Perchance my childlike appearance gives you cause to doubt my words, but in dungeons my HUD is completely off. I don't use it. Why to you I must seem to be your junior by no small number of years. Know, however, that I have seen more summers than all but a handful of souls in this great nation. There's a lot more to this challenge. The full details are on my YouTube page, but yeah, there's a lot to this challenge. Now, if people want to do content or need help, I have to hop over to the Vieira. She can do anything I want with anybody. She's been through all the content. And to be fair, you probably shouldn't be offering that to people because they're not going to learn how to play. They need to learn how to play. I mean, if they won't accept it, that's on them. But to me, they're not going to learn how to play or appreciate their character or what even anything their stuff does. And there's nothing more annoying to me than going into a dungeon or a raid and people have no idea how to use their stuff. I used to do that in World of Warcraft. I used to think I was doing people a favor by power leveling them. They didn't know shit when they got to max level. So I don't do it anymore. My thanks. I must admit to being rather impressed by how faithfully you followed my instructions. I'd always considered adventurers to be an uncouth and rowdy lot, but I see you are capable of courtesy as well. This is also my second playthrough, so... Lady Mullane has a fine eye for character. The biggest thing I didn't do the first time is talk to NPCs, so I didn't know about that. So that's what I'm doing this time around. It should give me the option to not take quest rewards. I guess I should talk to you real quick. Small talk. You are come to Stillglade Fane, home of the Conjurers Guild. All may learn the art of conjuring if our guildmaster accepts their supplication. Okay, I talked to you. Good. Objective complete in this area. Like, I've been running around without my mini-map, so... and I've been getting so lost. I need to make sure. I think I talked to everybody in the other area too. Sure. Yep. And now I can go turn this in. Yep. I talked to everybody over there. There. Yep. I talked to everybody. Good. Cool. One of the challenges is if I don't talk to an NPC like the first time, I have to like destroy a piece of gear, and I got a wheel for that. So. Gotta talk to him. Talk to all y'all. Talk to y'all. Okay. Now I gotta go freaking... Carpenter's Guild. Quiver's bad. That's the Gunbreaker. Chocobo. Renter. Man, that bunny looks cool. Looks like the Easter egg bunny person. Easter eggs. I don't think they say anything different. Yeah, no. No, they're still saying the same stuff. I don't think they ever do anything else. You moved. Guy on the far right tells you to make a wheel before you become an adventurer. You need one, I guess. Be nice if they actually make a sign one. I'm not gonna read through that. Only ones I'm reading through is the Munch. Okay. Moon, have you visited the Bannock on your wanderings? It is our training ground found just outside the city where the soldiers of the Order of the Twin Outer. Oh yay, we're finally moving on. I mention this because an acquaintance of mine, a gentleman by the name of Galfred, is an instructor there. I think you may be of use to him. Go and introduce yourself. Oh, I'm gonna need a level 5 hat. Damn it. Maybe somebody will give me one by doing a quest. Oh, more people to talk to. A hard nut to crack. Tatsu needs someone to return an iron snaffle he accidentally took from Trees Peak Stables. You've been eating on it! He's eating on it! I must have mistaken this metal bit for a nut whilst out foraging for food in the forest. Spare snaffle misplaced by some sorry soul from Trees Peak Stables. I suspect it was in their vague vicinity that I amassed the majority of my mistakable morsels. Oh, you're still in the chocobo food? You freaking little... I don't even know what to say to that. Well, I've already had a hefty helping of these here nuts, so I won't be walking for a while. Wow. I honestly don't know what to say to that. Might I trouble you to take this to Tree Peak Stables in my stead? Prior to parting, pray speak to Barna Bonton at the Yellow Serpent Gate. Listen well to his directions or you'll liable to get lost. Gridania food is bland as it gets. I heard the rumors, but gods, the water had more flavor. Oh, they do change what they say. He's already changing. My father always said masticate moderation. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Don't give two pennies about how the food tastes. All I need is drink. Okay. So they do change what they say. Garrison of Labor. Celatine, a world-weary veteran of many adventures, is looking for an inexperienced young soul to make a delivery on her behalf. Hey girl, you seem unoccupied. You know the bannock, I trust. Fancy taking a bag of basic provisions over there for me? It's not too heavy, mostly filled with dry meats and other bland rations. It's a straightforward job that I do with a smile and spring in my step. If I were 10 years younger, alas, my tastes have matured, evolved, advanced to a higher level, you might even say. But if it's a perfect little task for someone fresh-faced like you, worry not. You'll receive appropriate compensation upon delivery, which you may keep with my blessings. Okay, you didn't change anything. Oh, you turn into a vendor. Nice. Do you guys change anything you say? Don't understand these Croissants. They make great show of doubting us adventurers, yet place their trust in beings they can't even see. Where's the reason in that? I heard that the elementals show themselves when engaged. Call me reckless, but I love to see one in the flesh or whatever the hell it is they're made of. Okay, cool. Go this way. You didn't change what you said. Okay. I feel bad killing ladybugs and squirrels. I actually like squirrels. My cat does too. Okay, they're dead. Man, it's the one thing I don't like about the whole self-sufficiency. The hat is the problem. I'll let y'all read that for a second. I'm eating. This here's the bannock where twin adder recruits are drilled. Ah, delivery. You're certain you weren't followed? Yeah, I'm sure. Yes, this is what I requested. Strange. I was expecting someone with rather more experience. I usually balk at such outrageous payments prior to delivery. Honestly, I'm amazed you made it this far. These woods are teeming with anoles and other nasties ready to make a quick meal of the unprepared. I commend your bravery and thank you for your trouble. Here, take the remainder of the fee. Should be very happy to employ you. Wait, did you see that? It looked like an anole. Quickly, go before you bring it here and get us all killed. Maybe one of them will give me a hat. Subir Kazumon, a soldier at the Bannock, wants you to track down some initiates that failed to appear for training. Oh, wait, don't decline it. Ah, perfect timing. I was just looking for a likely lass to track down some Twin Adder initiates. 3 of our newest recruits have failed to report for training. Exhausted from a month of solid drills, I expect. Considering their current physical state, I rather doubt they've wandered far. Oh gods, please don't mention wild beasts or blood. They're bad, I'm certain of it. Seek out my wayward troops and tell them to report back to me. Splitting shells. Merlin, a serpent of the Bannock, is seeking a volunteer to gather materials used in the training. You don't have a hat either. Ugh! I need somebody with a hat. Oh there, adventurer, if it is work you seek, then look no further. Instructor Maristel needs a volunteer to bring him some bog Yarzan shells for the recruits to practice on. You'll find Yarzans in the river south of here. Once you pry the carcasses from 4 of the creatures, take them to the instructor. I need to go that direction anyway because of the stupid Lancer Guild quest I have. Just a few more, mother. Sergeant comes. Oh, F droppings. I must be late for training. Bye. Levies? I sense a certain weakness of both body and mind. I cannot assign a guild levy to one such as yourself. Perhaps good Mother Mion has a task or two with which you might prove your skills. Training dummies. Lamberley, who are you? As quartermaster of the Wood Whalers of the First Sphere, I'm responsible for the procurement of distribution of all supplies. Should you have a talent for crafting or gathering, I would appreciate it if you could spare the time to complete one of our unit guild levy. Oh, you're a guild levy person. Okay. No matter how true their arrows fly, archers with eyes only for the targets have no place on the battlefield. One must always mind one's surroundings and strike where and when the enemy at large will feel it most keenly. Interesting. Galfred Mossback has led many good men into battle and done his damnedest to see them home safely. He knows all too well what terrors the forest holds, and his determination to prepare our recruits to face them is expressed in his relentless approach to training. I do have to say. This ain't the entrance adventure. Come on, though, if you must, but watch for stray arrows, green recruits about. Oh, well. I know it's not the entrance. You were just standing there. Oh, I probably shouldn't stand in front of, like, targets. Can you not see I'm attempting to become one with nature? Leave me be, madam. Sergeant Cosmo sent you. Matron's, yeah. I better get back before she makes her boot one with my backside. Oh, there's the Yarzans. Talk to this person real quick. He's one with Buddha. If you don't mind, I'm trying to meditate. Okay. Keep meditating. Keep doing what you're doing. Such a soothing sound. One day I shall build a home by the river. Who are you? You say the sergeant's looking for me. How long have I been here? What bell is it now? Stand aside. I must make haste. Poor person. Kind of. Anybody else I haven't talked to yet? Talk to those two. Merchant. Those two. Probably the only people I haven't talked to are people up there yet. Thank you, Moon. All the initiates are now present and accounted for. It's always the same, you know. A handful of recruits invariably lose focus short while after being assigned to their new unit. The first rush of tension and excitement wears off and the strain from constant drills begins to show. Reprimanding them isn't always the best solution, though. I have their morale to think about, after all. Still, I might give them a quick blast for good measure. What can I say? This is one battle I'm not afraid to fight. At least I'm not short on money. Have you come to train? No. Let me give you this. Not a new recruit. Then what? The yards and shells I ordered Merle into requisition. He's learned to delegate authority, if nothing else. Now that I have the carapace, I can set my recruits some specialized drills. They're already adept at hitting a target, of course, but they need practical knowledge of exactly where a monster like the Yarzan is most vulnerable. Thanks to your efforts, I've no doubt they will fare rather better against the creatures when called upon. You should be proud of yourself. Both they and the Bannock are safer for your help. I don't know about that, but... Still don't have a bloody hat. We once relied on the elementals to protect the Twelveswood, but with their power now diminished, it falls to us to shoulder this burden. The Bannock was built for this very purpose. It is a tangible symbol of the commitment both the Elders of Seer and the Order of the Twin Adder have made to maintaining the balance of the forest. Everybody. Yeah, I think that's everybody. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, though, because I got to get to work, so... Because I got to... figure out where I'm going to get a hat if I can avoid buying it. Probably going to have to buy it. Anyway. Alright, let's read up to somebody. I gotta go to work. Well, there's not a lot of people on right now. I haven't Forge Sprout. Let's go see what they're doing. At the moment it is. I can't guarantee that if you go in trying to do a deep dungeon right now. I haven't had an issue this morning. I wonder if it's mostly at night. Was Angelus experiencing it more during a certain time frame? Gamers. But I'm ready now. I'm gonna go take a shower real quick and then I'm gonna go to work because we need money. Money. But thanks for hanging out, everybody.